talking about the crucial encounter, Nigeria against South Africa in Uyo tomorrow. A lot has been said already, but the tiny thread that runs through what most people are saying is the fact that we seem to be ignoring the South Africans, and that's it's a bit worrying for me. I don't know if you agree with me, but you listen to a lot of people, they don't seem to be talking about the South Africans. What most people are talking about is that if we do this right, if we solve our goalkeeping problem, if we find another partner for Trust Ekong, you know, we're going to be okay. I don't know if you share that view, Alfred, but that's what I seem to be getting from people.
No, what do you want to talk about of the South Africans? How good they are, how they've risen, you know, through the ranks in FIFA to become Africa's best team. I mean, in things like this, I think it's best we project that which we have. Okay. What we have is the Super Eagles. What we have is a bunch of what General has been able to do is that he has just shown that if you're good and you're Nigerian playing anywhere, we are going to get you. If you are good enough to put on the green, white, green of the Super Eagles jersey, you are going to play in this team. He has made it in such a way that the competition is there. And so we're beginning to see players who come in. How many times have the Super Eagles gathered and you hear stories like everything is working so well? There have not been late night meetings to ask about the areas of what we have or what we've not done, or what is due Mr. A or Mr. B that have not been given to him, and all of that. I think, and I think, to be fair to the Nigerian Football Federation, what they've been able to do in terms of organization, because that has been one problem that we've been having. Organization outside the field of play, planning players' movement, team friendlies. You know, those little details in terms of logistics, those are some of the key things that we battle with in time past. This time around,
it hasn't been a problem.
It hasn't been a problem. They went to Corsica. Okay, Corsica was not even an international friendly. It was a training match. They played that. Okay, it's okay. That one is too small. Our Corsica is too small or too unrecognized to be called a country. They played too good. They got the result that they wanted. And what you just showed is that, okay, the players from the Nigerian Premier League gave them the opportunity. Now, Ibrahim Al-Hassan, just standing there playing in the stadium he plays week in, week out. I won't be surprised if he doesn't get. I will be surprised if he doesn't get a run out tomorrow in that game. So the South Africans on their own, the kind of vibes that is coming from their camp is that, oh, we are going to leave you with smiles on our face. Don't underrate us. We'll come at you very early. We are positive that we are going to get results. Okay. Just like you want to believe that we are, playing up our team. They are also playing up their team. Right. Because if you ask them, they don't want to come here and lose.
I hope we're not going to pay for what looks like arrogance. But do you think it's justified? Is there really nothing to really look at when you talk about Bafana that will make you focus on them and not on your own team?
I think Bafana, quite, if you look at since Guerra took over, the atmosphere in the Super Eagles has really changed. And, the way we started the World Cup qualifier, defeating Zambia, people didn't really see it coming. A draw would have been a good result. Yeah. And ever since you realize that everything has been much better. And the atmosphere around the Super Eagles has improved. Played against Algeria, we won, and that helped. And also the quality of our players. In the continent, you realize that they've been doing quite well. You have to give them credit. You look at Oyekuru, 24 goals. You look at Larewaju. You look at Miguel. Let's leave Miguel out of it. You look at Moses. So in terms of high-profile players, we have
and they don't.
We have and they don't. They have somebody from Victoria Guimaraes going up. You don't want to. It's everything has been about PSL. And they've had issue too, and Sheikh Mashaba was sacked and Basler had to come in. So you realize that they are more or less trying to get their acts together, while we've already gotten ours ahead of time. So in terms of concentration, everything tends to gravitate towards us getting things right, the momentum and everything. But we shouldn't, underrate the South Africans. Quite frankly, we should be very, very cautious of them, because what they've done now is to ensure that they've been very, very pedantic the way they've been going about it. They've been, trying to obey all manner of rules, getting a spy, what's it called? Somebody to monitor our players. The coach has been very conversant with our activities. The match against Corsica, he knew, hiring a goalkeeper trainer. So what they are trying to do basically is to really play to their own strength. you know, trying to project technique over skill, because they know that that's what we have in abundance in terms of skill, individual brilliance. But why what they are trying to focus on technique. You know, I foresee a situation where tomorrow the South Africans will really try as much as possible to contain the Eagles, catch us on the break. So it's just everybody playing to their own strength, really.
Just to add that we're lucky that we have a German coach.
Yeah.
Ghana Raw has shown that he's a man that is very detailed when it comes to preparation. When it comes to looking at players, dissecting a team, and knowing what to do. No wonder he gets paid so much. And of course, his backroom staff with all of the information that they have. So we trust and we'll count on this ability to look at the opponent to say, okay, for everything, you know, just
going to get us across the line.
Exactly. When it comes to the technique.
All right. That's why we shouldn't worry about who's going to partner Willem Troost AFCON tomorrow. It's not. And that's a goodwill message for the Super Eagles. And there you have it. It says, let's get ready to share our darling Super Eagles ceaselessly tomorrow. Let's be prepared to show our love to our team from start to finish. Let's play our role in making victory a reality. Wear green and white on Saturday. And that's a campaign, Super Eagles. Super Eagles. Let's ensure that we do whatever we can in our own way to make the atmosphere as intimidating as possible for the South Africans. But Joseph, before I let you leave, what do you expect tomorrow? What do you expect, you know, to see? You expect victory, I know, but what do you expect? How do you expect us to approach the game?
A very tight encounter. I see a lot of very pacey, energy-packed encounter, very physical encounter. You know, very few chances. You know, I see the South Africans really trying as much as possible to contain the Super Eagles, trying to catch us on the break counter. You know, they are very fast. And my concern has always been that if you look at that team, we have so many young players. Who is going to be the leader? What will happen if, you know, the game goes south in the first 20 minutes, we don't get to go? How are we going to comport ourselves? Those things are going to be very crucial. Are we going to panic? You know, are we going to, because this, I don't see a game where the Super Eagles would just, you know, just finish
so you're
off
saying
them.
we need players with big game experience.
We need players with big game. We need to be very calm about it, even if the goals don't come early, you know, and try to be ourselves. Don't lose our head, you know. I see the game and there may be a goal or two, but it's not going to be a wallop.
All right. I'm going to ask you again. This is something that, you know, a lot of people would not pray to happen, but we on this side, we're journalists. If you are on the other side and you're a South African, what do you think they should do if they really want to win tomorrow?
Contain the Eagles as much as possible. Contain them. They know that the Eagles will try to come at them with everything. They just try as much as possible to soak the pressure, you know, and then position themselves. You know, they have Tico Laurenti, a very fast, you know, striker. You know, just wait for that break, that opportunity, and try and get a goal, and then try as much as possible to defend.
All right.
You know, that's the thing.
Alfred, for the South Africans, tomorrow, a draw probably won't be a bad result.
Oh, it will be a positive, very positive result for them. And it's something that I would say the last time we played the South Africans in New York, we were lucky on the night. Yeah. Very lucky on the night. Those two late strike by Sonia Lugu. So they can just smell blood that they can get out of this one. So a draw for them will be a massive result. And of course, it will give their Nations Cup aspiration, Philip.